Ha facoltà di intervenire a nome della Commissione il commissario Schmit. Prego.
Madam Chair, dear members, our growth strategy is based on the 4 dimensions of competitive sustainability. It remains the compass for coordinating EU economic and social policies, both in the short and medium term. And the framework for doing so is the European semester, and I fully agree this should not be a technocratic exercise. This should be an exercise, a political one, a democratic one, based on realities. By integrating Next Generation EU as well as Repower EU in the European semester, we have shown that the EU can both be agile and flexible in responding to the important challenges and persistent uncertainty which we all face. The EU has, for the time being, considerable resources which should be used in an efficient and targeted way to precisely respond to these challenges, also those challenges coming from competitors outside the EU. And each new RRF payment reflects steady progress in meeting milestones and targets and implement key reforms and investments. The next weeks and months will also be crucial to shape the future of our fiscal rules. And while the Commission has proposed a bridging solution for 24, it is urgent to agree on a revised set of fiscal rules. The Commission will present legislative proposals, and we rely on the European Parliament to play an active role in reaching a rapid agreement, because it is important to guarantee stability, to allow reforms, and enhance investments. This is the key for successful and socially fair transitions. Effective employment and social policies are key to enable fair transitions and to protect and accompany people. We need to ensure that the EU is at the forefront of the industrial transformation aimed at ending the dependency on fossil fuels, but also improving its competitiveness and creating quality jobs. The effective coordination of economic, employment, and social policies in the context of a strong European semester remains key to succeed, and this should also be reflected in a reformed economic governance, as asked by many speakers. Thank you.
Grazie commissario. Ora ha facoltà di intervenire a nome del Consiglio il ministro Roswall. Prego.
Madam President, honourable members, Commissioner, many of you speakers, for example, Mr. Feber and Mr. van Overveld, raised the issue of competitiveness and the lack of thereof. It was said that we need to mend the roof while the sun is shining. Now, when it has begun to rain, this is even more pressing. As was said, the solution is not only more money and more subsidies. The lack of European competitiveness goes deeper. That is why the Swedish presidency is prioritizing long-term competitiveness. The European semester is an important element of this. To attract investments, stability and predictability is key. The European semester is instrumental to achieve this. And allow me also to assure you once more that the Council gives great attention to the European semester. You have touched on some important points today, and your ideas will make a valuable contribution to the ministerial debate on this European semester, which continue in the Council. And as I also said earlier, we must step up our efforts to implement the digital and green transition, and it requires swift, targeted, and coordinated policy actions both at the EU and the national levels, to carry out structural reforms. And I would also like to emphasize the importance of also engaging with our citizens to increase national ownership. I welcome the initiatives taken in this regard, such as dialogues and consultations with stakeholders, civil society, and social partners in member states. Today's debate has shown that despite some differences, there is a lot of common ground between us on which we should build on. In a union of highly integrated systems, enhanced economic and social policy coordination can help prevent discrepancies and contribute to ensuring convergences and stability in the EU as a whole and in its member states. I'm therefore confident that we will continue to work together to find appropriate solutions to meet the challenges before us. Thank you very much for the debate and for your attention.
Grazie a lei, Ministra, e ora ha facoltà di intervenire l'onorevole Dura Ferrandis. Prego.
Thank you, señora presidenta. Señor Smith, señora Roswell, estimados queridos colegas. Estamos en una legislatura que aborda retos sin precedentes, promoviendo iniciativas que deben poner rumbo hacia un nuevo modelo europeo que consolide la estabilidad económica, el progreso y la inclusión. No es fácil, ustedes lo saben. Por eso nosotros, políticos europeos, debemos aportar perseverancia e ilusión, porque es con ilusión y trabajo como se cambian los paradigmas. La situación actual lo requiere y la urgencia de actuación es más que evidente. El propio informe conjunto de la Comisión y el Consejo para la orientación de las políticas sociales y de empleo en el año 2023 reconoce que los salarios mínimos disminuyeron en todos los Estados miembros menos en 4. La pobreza laboral en la Unión Europea no ha disminuido en la última década. La tasa de sobrecarga del coste de vivienda sigue estando por encima del 40% para más del 8% de la población y apenas se ha avanzado en la reducción del sinhogarismo. Por otro lado, las ayudas sociales, como los esquemas de renta mínima, no alcanzan el nivel de adecuación necesario en la mayoría de los Estados miembros y no lo harán si no se aprueban medidas vinculantes al respecto, como una directiva de salarios de renta mínima. Compañeras y compañeros, este semestre europeo debe apostar por una Europa de bienestar y de oportunidades. Debe contar con nuevos instrumentos de gobernanza e inversión basados en la justicia social, para superar cualquier desequilibrio socioeconómico subyacente y nos permita avanzar hacia un crecimiento sostenible e inclusivo y unas transiciones verde y digital justas. Un semestre que luche contra el fraude y la evasión fiscal, apueste por crear puestos de trabajo estables y de calidad, contribuya a reducir las desigualdades sociales, la brecha entre hombres y mujeres y refuerce los salarios y pensiones. En definitiva, como señalaba antes, un semestre ecosocial que proteja a las personas. Muchas gracias.
Grazie a tutti e a tutti. La discussione congiunta è chiusa e la votazione, come sapete, si svolgerà domani. Grazie.